What is up, guys? Justin here, and we're back with another video, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys a new series to the channel, and this one's pretty much going to be about the easiest and the hardest cars to get a crush from and make points with in turf. So let's get into it. So number 5 on the list will be the 1992 Honda Civic SI. Whenever you're in turf, for example, in a front-wheel drive event or in even free-for-all, this car will be the car you'll see being pinked, like on a massive scale. It's really cheap to build. It's like 100k to build. It's relatively easy to drive, especially when you have the Pro A suspension on. If it's not Pro A, at least in my opinion, it's a little bit harder to drive. But this car is really cheap. If you lose it, who cares? It's 100k. Can build another one in 15 minutes. It's just easy to build. It gives 500 points for crushes, which is really good for one race, and you can get so many pink slips with this car in turf. So like for this week we have free-for-all for all 3 events, and this will be the main car I'm gonna pink because everyone's gonna be in one most likely, and easy to replace, easy to race. That rhymed. That was weird. Alright. Number 4 on the list will be the Pagani Zonda. This car isn't exactly the easiest car to drive, but it's great for crushes and turf. Lots of the time, at least with me, lots of M3 GT2s go for it with you, and they race to pinks. If you can manage to miss the launch, but get all the shifts and not get traction loss, you'll win. That's an easy 1000 point crush. This car, if you're good with it, you can pink other Zondas, and obviously you can get crush points from that. These cars are all in all really good cars to pink because you can get lots of cars out of them. For me, I'm a chicken, so I don't pink other Zondas. If I use this car in turf, it's either to farm points from free races, or it's to find like slower cars who want to go for it and try to win my Zonda. So yeah. Number 3 on the list will have to be the Lamborghini Murcielago. This car is really easy to drive. The shifts are as easy as you could possibly imagine, and the launch is really consistent. This car is great for like when you're turf tuned, and it's also great when you're maxed. I believe they can run like 7.6s, and you can take NSX RRs with this, and it's just really good. Even in like the 63 lobby, you can set up camp for like 1 hour, and you can pink a couple slower cars that'll go for it with you. And also you can pink other Murcielagos. I've won a Murcielago SV with a 63 S-Class Murcielago. So yeah, these cars are really good for turf. Number 2 on the list will be the maxed Evo 8. This thing isn't maxed. I didn't have any maxed Evo 8s, sadly. Kind of stupid on my part. But this car is really good for turf when you're maxed, because lots of people will be in one in a free-for-all event, all-wheel drive, turbo, events like that, and they get around 700 points per crush, and in my opinion at least, they can be pretty easy to drive, especially since they're all-wheel drive. If you miss the launch, you still have a chance of winning, and I just love this car. It has to be my favorite pinking car. Everyone resorts to pinking these, and yeah, they're really good for points. And number 1 on the list will have to go to the 1993 Ford SVD Cobra, obviously maxed. This car is so easy to drive. Oh my gosh, it's so consistent. I can run the exact same time like 5 times in a row. This car is so good for pinks. It gets around like 550, 600 points per crush, and everyone's gonna use them. Everyone uses them in free-for-all. I always see people in this car in free-for-all. There's never like one free-for-all event where you don't see an SVD Cobra in the lobby. And well, this car is good for lots of events. It's good in C-Class, good in Ford, good in turbo, supercharger, lots of events. This car is amazing. It runs pretty much the exact same time with supercharger and turbo. Turbo is a little bit easier to drive, but supercharger is still really easy to drive. And this car, wow, it's great. It's really fun to drive. Like, some people are really good with them, and like you can run a perfect run and still lose, but that's kind of rare. But you can run like 9.7 once with this car, and that's pretty much, well, at least for this, that's pretty good for a C-Class car. And I resort to pinking with this car whenever it's eligible, and like this car has made me 8K in like half an hour. It's really good. I know, you know, that's kind of bad for some people, but for me, that's great. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and hope you have a good day. Peace.